Today we're interviewing Frank Piccolo of Piccolo Florist.
Hi, I'm Mark Renner, NP Dodge Real Estate. Today we're at Piccolo Florist and we're going to talk to Frank Piccolo. I'd like Frank to tell you a little bit about himself and his business. Frank and I are friends and members of Breakfast Club together. This is a great florist, and so this is Frank. Frank?
Well, give you a little history, I guess. It's a good place to start. My wife and I started Piccolo's in 1980, and we ended up doing that because my whole life prior to that had been working in flower shops. So we started our own. We started at 132nd and Center. Remember the grandmother's restaurant?
Sure, absolutely.
We were in that building right behind there. Matter of fact, another member of ours, Tracy Anderson, Happy Center, is in that bay next door to where we were. So we were there till 1994. We made a move. But in 94, my biggest customer was Oriental Trading Company, and they had an idea for a new division, and they needed a well-known retail store. So they acquired my store. I went to work for them for a while, and stayed with them a couple of years, and then moved on to some other adventures. Meanwhile, Piccolo's kept operating as Piccolo's. It had gone through a couple of owners. And 6 years ago, a family out of Atlanta, Georgia, named McCarthy's, Brian and Aaron McCarthy, bought it. Now, they own 39 stores around the country now. So we are part of their nice little organization. Well, they had a manager in place when they purchased it. That didn't work out, so they contacted me 4.5 years ago to come back and run it for them. So now here I am. Here today, this is what we call our retail store. This is where all the pretty things are. All the work is actually done on Maple Street, 83rd and Maple, the old Martin Bakery store. That's where all the designers are. That's where we make everything. So it's more of a factory, warehouse kind of environment. So we try to meet our brides and things up here at this store.
What's your biggest holiday for flowers?
Well, it's not that easy of an answer because if you look at Valentine's Day, on the surface you would say that's our biggest holiday, which it is in terms of a holiday, a 1 or 2 day event. It's just that short little time frame. It just buries all that work on you.
What's your biggest thing that you work on? Your sign out says weddings.
Right.
Weddings one of your largest sources of revenue?
Right. We are well known in town for weddings and corporate events. That's just a niche that I developed back when I had the store, and it's followed me. Those people that I developed way back then, once they found out I was back doing this, they've all come back.
You ever watch Family Feud with Steve Harvey?
No, I haven't.
It's a fun show.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a fun show on the Game Show Network. And I thought of you the other night because the question was, what's the biggest anniversary for the most what's the biggest date for the most flowers sold? And I immediately thought Valentine's Day. But the number one answer, now this doesn't mean it's factually correct, it's just 100 people they surveyed.
Right.
Their answer was, their anniversary was the biggest single time that they expected to send or receive flowers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, tell people how to contact you.
Okay.
Frank Piccolo, phone number?
The main number is your best source. They always know where I'm at. That's 402-397-6000.
And if I want to send flowers to somebody in New York City, you can take care of that for me?
We actually have a store in New York City.
Well, okay. Well,
we can go anywhere.
Let's say Butte, Wyoming, but you can take care of all that.
Yep,
so if you need to send flowers any place in the country besides Omaha, you call Frank and he'll take care of getting those flowers there.
We can do it. We can
Okay.
get them anywhere you need them.
Frank, thanks a lot for being with us today.
It.
Great store.
Good.
Well, here we are at Piccolo Florist, just one of the great florists in Omaha. It's just really fun to come down to this store and see all the flowers, the plants. Great place to get flowers for all occasions, for your family, your loved ones, people at the office. and for those unexpected occasions, or sometimes just for the heck of it. And then I think people really like that when they just not expecting something, and then all of a sudden something from Piccolo shows up at your door, and what a wonderful, exciting surprise. Flowers are absolutely the best, and this is a fantastic florist. So give Frank Piccolo at Piccolo Florist a call.